الحمد لله الذي أنزل على عبده الكتاب واحلم يحيي الله وجه أحمده سبحانه وتعالى وأشكره وهو أهل حمد وثانا وأشهد أن لا إله إلا وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله ومصطفى اللهم صل وسلم على عبدك ورسولك محمد وآله وصحبه وسلم. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Oh Allah, thank you for everything. In each opportunity to become aware of that power that you send us here with, before that power leaves us and we did not even have a clue. It's ironic that no matter who we are, male, female, black, white, red, yellow, brown, no matter what we profess, what ideology we have, what geographical area we live in, whether we are poor, we're rich, whether we're ill or healthy or what, Allah Almighty gives everyone the same access to divine presence. And that's the sign of the S-U-N that hangs up in the sky. We can go under it or not. Everyone has the same access. So why do we see sad people? Why do we find people that are envying? Why do we find people that hate themselves, that hate others? Why do we find unhappy people? It is the mystery that all human beings are seeking. We look to send someone to the moon. We look to build some lofty building or come up with the new technology, faster car, more beautiful home. We're looking for everything outside of ourselves to give us a pleasure to witness to the greatness of Allah Almighty. Allah told Musa alayhi salam, because Musa wanted to see Allah, he wanted to see Him manifestly. I mean, can you imagine what he must have thought, what he must have gone through once he was standing in front of a burning bush and that bush was speaking to him? Allah Almighty approached him with something so insignificant as a bush. And he spoke to him, and Musa alayhi salam says, "Oh my Lord, I want to see you." And just like every prophet, everyone that Allah Almighty has created with a body or created, everything has been created to know their Lord. What does that mean? Allah sent 124,000 prophets. Some of them came in the Old Testament, some of them in the New Testament. The final and the seal of prophets, may Allah be pleased with all of them, came in the last testament. Just like the sunlight that comes, and even if it's cloudy, if you go up in a plane and go above the clouds, the sun is as it would be if those clouds were not there. Why do we make our days cloudy? Why do we bring bad weather conditions to our lives when the sun is always in a glare? Doesn't matter how cold it is, the sun is shining bright. No matter how mild the weather is, the sun is shining bright. No matter how hot it is, the sun is shining bright. It always shines. It always shines. And even if it's clouded, and even if there is a storm, we know when it's daytime. We know when it's daytime. So Allah Almighty says in Quran, A'udhu billahi min shaitan rajim, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. He says, Alif Lam Ra. These are the ayats of revelation of a Quran that makes things clear. Again and again will those disbelieve wish that they had bowed to Allah's will in Islam. Leave them alone to enjoy the good things of this life and to please themselves. Let false hope amuse them. Soon will knowledge undeceive them. Allah is telling us straight up that our lives, basically we're using our being to imagine. To imagine. And don't you know that when all of us are using our imagination, no one can function from someone else's imagination? No one can be in the same accord with someone else's imagination? Allah Almighty sent 124,000 prophets. They were not using their imagination. And that's why Allah says that there is no distinction in them. Why is there no distinction? Because all of them were bringing the same reality. It was just for those people who were existing at that time. And what was this whole thing about? What was this whole thing about? When Allah said that He wanted Himself to be known, don't you know He gave us the ability to know Him? And there's nobody that can even blink or wink or do whatever they do without having that mystery power that's programmed to do anything. Anything. If someone would sit down with us and tell us there are people that are able to do anything. When I say anything, they are able to do anything. They're able to move from east to west in the twinkling of an eye. They're able to go from the earth to the heavens in the twinkling of an eye. They're able to do whatever they desire to do in accordance with that power that Allah Almighty. And we say, oh, what? No. No. We don't believe that. Allah says that those who don't believe, they're going to be very, very sad. They're going to be very, very sad. And what is happening, and you can't follow, we think that we may follow current events by reading the newspapers or watching the news. Allah Almighty told Musa, if you want to, if you want to see me, study what is in yourself and on the horizons. He was telling him, study what is in you. Think about what is in you. We never do that. Because if we did that, we could never ever stay on the same level. It is impossible. It is impossible to stay in poverty if we're thinking beyond poverty. It's impossible to stay ignorant if we're thinking beyond ignorance. Even illness. Allah is not ill. Allah is not ignorant. Allah is not in poverty. From Allah we come and Allah we shall return. What does that mean? We really don't have a clue what it means to us in our lives.